This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
Yo, you got a problem? Pooja and Gurdeep will solve it. Advice, baby.
We'll attempt to solve it with some advice, and we're going to get you to weigh in as well. We actually got a voice note on our text line at 981-981. I'm not sure if you know that you can do that, but you can leave us voice messages.
It's a good reminder. If you voice note us, we can actually download it and then play it on the air, which is what we're going to do. So this one came in anonymously. This person needs advice because they're getting married this Saturday, and well, let's have a listen.
I'm a bride with a bit of a dilemma. My wedding is this Saturday, which also happens to be Game 2 of the Jays World Series. And great timing. I really don't want the game on during the reception. It's my big day, and I'd love for everybody to just be focused on the celebration. But I also know my guests, and they're huge fans. I can already picture people sneaking peeks at their phones or cheering during the speeches. Do I just put the game on and accept that it'll be a part of the night, or do I hold my ground and risk them being distracted? I need your help.
Oh,
that's
this
a tough
is
one.
tough.
Because this wedding's probably been planned for like a year and a half. You have no idea that the Jays are going to be in the World Series
No way.
this year.
There's no way you could have predicted this. And not to mention, we know how expensive weddings are. I will also say that anybody who's listening right now, you could probably relate to this because how many of us, like I had plans this weekend I've had to alter.
Same.
Because of the Jays game.
So and it's over 2 weekends probably, right? Like
Yes.
it's here in Toronto and then hopefully next weekend in Toronto as well.
And some of you are having to make decisions like, do I cancel? Do I? So we want to hear your advice. You can give us a call at 416-872-2434, 416-872-CHFI if you have some advice for this bride. What are you saying to her about her wedding?
I think I got the perfect solution. She sounds reasonable. She sounds like she gets it and that she knows people are going to be wanting to watch this game. So I say get the screens, commit to the screens, not like, movie cinema size screens. Get like a couple nice 100-inchers either side of the of the reception hall. You have the game on, sound on, and then during the speeches.
Sound on?
During the speeches, you just turn down the sound for the speeches.
You can't have the sound on of the game
during
a wedding.
But down during the spepiches, though.
No,
you didn't hear that part.
It shouldn't be on at all.
What?
Yeah, and maybe you turn it up every now and then, okay, but it shouldn't be on. People are going to be talking about their love for their daughter or, wishing them well as a couple, the best man, and then you're going to hear the commentary.
It's going to be like, this never would have happened without my loving partner. Back, gone!
Yeah,
Dan Shulman.
You don't want that. Okay,
I do.
This is what I say. I say you have a designated area where the game is on. Okay, it's not in the main hall. It's probably like in the cocktail reception area. It's designated. Only a
no one's going to be in the main hall.
Only a number of people can fit in it. Okay, so on purpose, you take turns. If you've been in there for a while watching, then you get out and then other people can come in and throughout the night. That way there's still people on the dance floor.
This is spoken by someone who's not a hardcore sports fan. It won't work this way. Okay, let's compromise. Screens in the main hall, but sound off.
Yeah, but then are you really, when you're doing the robot, are you really doing are you giving it
you can
100%?
You do the robot. I'll be camped out underneath the screen. This is tough. You have to have a screen up. Otherwise, everyone's going to be watching on their phone and not listening anyways.
Yeah, I agree. It has to be part of the wedding somehow. I'm just not with you with it being full blown.
Okay, what would you do in this situation? Help this bride out and help everyone else out who's getting married this weekend. It's wedding season, probably. It's always wedding season, I've learned. Give us a call.
Yvonne from Brampton, what do you think this bride should do?
I would suggest that she brings in a TV and she lets the game play. My friends, when the World Series was on in 1992, they got married the day that the last game was played, and that was the best and most exciting wedding ever there was.
And are they still together?
Oh, yes.
See, it's a good omen. If you're getting married this weekend, you have to have the game on so that your marriage lasts.
Let me play devil's advocate. Yvonne, what if the game is not going well? What if we're losing?
Oh,
well, we were
I
losing,
don't know.
We were losing in Game 7, and how did that end? We won.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm. Have the faith, Pooja. Have the faith.
Okay. Iman, thank you so much for weighing in.
Okay, thanks. Have a great day.
Couple texts coming in here. This person says, we showed the Grey Cup on our wedding. That's
okay.
great. Okay.
And look, I guess depending on, even if the game is not going well and people are like not enjoying it, then guess what? They go on the dance floor and have a good time at your wedding.
Exactly. And if the Jays win and the game's on, do you know how much of a party atmosphere that turns? Like we were at Game 6. That was a straight up party.
A core memory for people attending your wedding. They're always going to remember your wedding as that night.
Absolutely. This person texting in saying, tell your guests that you will update them on the scores throughout the night. I don't think that's going to work because then people are just going to be streaming it on their phone on the Sportsnet Plus app, which I highly recommend.
Cheryl from Barrie, what do you say this bride should do?
Okay, well, the good thing is the game doesn't start till 8.
Yeah?
So I feel the speeches should be over by 9:30. So the game could go on at like the 7th inning.
Oh, okay. So have
So
everybody...
they'll still get the good parts of the game, right? Like 7, 8, 9.
Like a hybrid approach.
Yeah. But people will still be on their phones, but it's like, it's fine. At least, you know, that you're not interrupting speeches or anything like that. And then you're like, have at her.
Exactly.
I did watch a Leaf playoff game during a wedding, and the Leafs, I swear to you this happened, the Leafs scored right as soon as the bride speech was wrapping up.
No way.
And I couldn't contain myself, so I went, yeah! But it was right when everyone was clapping, so it worked. It looked like I just really loved the speech.
Yeah, what happens when you start booing?
Yeah,
and you're
no.
like, refs,
No.
you suck.
Yeah.
What do you do? Just kidding.
Cheryl, thank you for the contribution. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
I just remembered on my 40th birthday, I went away to the Bahamas and a bunch of our friends went, and it was during the NBA championships.
Raptors.
And then we all wanted to watch the Raptors game, but it was my birthday and we're dancing.
Yeah, but that's your birthday. It's
I
fine.
know. So what happened was the DJ stopped the music and actually plugged in the broadcast through the speakers.
You got to.
And we all just stopped on the dance floor and we all listened and then we all just cheered and started dancing.
It's the best. See, it could make the wedding even better. It's a bit of a gamble, but if they win, it's going to be the greatest wedding ever.
Yeah, it could be good. Also getting a text here from Luke saying, no, it's their wedding. The ones who want to watch it will watch it secretly on their phones anyway.
See, but then it's just more of a distraction. Just embrace it. You're going to get swept up in the wave anyways.
What about you, Katrina and Fort Erie? What do you think?
I totally get her dilemma, but you put the game on. But to sweeten the deal for her, she gamifies the game.
Whoa.
So just like for the Super Bowl, when you do the squares, I'm sure there's some baseball alternative. I'm not aware of what the alternative is, but I'm sure somewhere there is an alternative. And you make the winnings a 50-50. So the bride keeps half, and she can get herself something sweet. And then one of the guests gets the other 50%, and everybody wins.
Wow.
Ooh, so turn the fun wedding games, but make it about the baseball game. Like, hey, like if Vladdy gets a hit in this next AB.
I'm not sure if this is legal.
Well, sometimes we just have to keep quiet and do what we need to do to be happy.
Yeah. I did not get this advice from Pooja and Gurdeep, just for just putting that disclaimer in right now.
No, Katrina, this is a brilliant idea because it's like leaning into it in a fun way and embracing it, but then bringing it back to the wedding. This actually might be the best idea
Everybody
I've heard.
wins. Thank you so much for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep show and weighing in.
You're welcome. Have a great day, guys.
It's like prop bets. It's like, how long will the bride's speech be?
Yeah, like what'll last longer, the 6th inning or the bride's speech? And it's like a little bingo card and whatever. You make your bets. Every time the Jays hit a home run, bride and groom do a shot.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? This is fun. Embrace it. Katrina, we weren't looking for a winner, but I think you win.
Yeah.
That's the best solution.
And Anonymous Bride, we hope we helped.
I think we helped Anonymous Bride and anyone else getting married this weekend or next. Embrace it.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
I got 2 stories you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
We love Michael Bublé on this show, right? Mm-hmm. Bublé's hilarious. He is a proud Canadian. He lets us call him Mikey Boobs. We have got a seat for Michael Bublé anytime on this show. However, right now, Michael Bublé is polarizing Canadians just a little bit. This hit song of his, Feeling Good, right?
And I'm feeling good.
So sultry and sexy.
Good song.
Great song. We play it here. Well, that song also happens to be the walk-up song of the greatest baseball player on the planet, Shohei Ohtani of the LA Dodgers. And as a result, Bublé, Canadian, doesn't know who to cheer for.
Come on.
He was on the Stephen A. Smith show this week and had this exchange.
The greatest ball player, arguably, ever in the history of the game, Ohtani uses my song, Feeling Good.
That's right.
Then I got to somehow fight that as a Canadian, my beloved Blue Jays are going to go up against now my hero.
Canada's listening now. Are you going to engage in some patriotism?
There's patriotism. Number one, my heart is in Canada. I'm a Canadian. I fly the flag. I bleed the red and white. But there's something deeply sensual about watching You know what it feels like, dude? Watching him go up and hearing myself and then watching him do what he does. I can't believe that I am a small part of history.
Okay, hold on. We got to work on his idea of sensual. Okay, no. This is not a tough decision.
Yeah, I
Mikey
love you,
Boobs.
I love you, Mikey Boobs. But it's the Jays.
It's the Jays.
Come on, man.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Are you serious? Get that garbage out of here.
Hey, remember the Raptors?
And the Leafs and all the other teams?
Yeah, I will say the Jays are doing... I can't speak for the Raptors just yet. Let's see how they come out of the gate. Their season starts tonight in Atlanta against the Hawks, Sportsnet and Sportsnet 1. The Jays are doing the Leafs a big favor right now.
How so?
Because I don't know if you've watched much of the Leafs this year. It's been 7 games. They look very flat. The team looks flat. There's a little bit of internal controversy with the goalie calling out the team and all that. But it's like it's getting buried for all the right reasons because we're so focused on the Jays, rightfully so. So until the Jays win the World Series in about a week and a half, the attention won't shift back to the Leafs. They've got all this extra time of like, whatever. The Raptors start tonight as well. So it's easy to let that slip.
Yeah, maybe that's not a bad thing though. Like maybe we get too caught up and especially early in the season. Like maybe we just need to let them find themselves again. Let them warm up.
It's like what it must be like in many other markets where the teams are less of a priority and they don't have like the Florida Panthers, doesn't really cares. They're riding around in golf carts and flip-flops as palm trees. There's like 2 media members. It's like that's probably what it's like. I will say this Jays team, is there not something, and I know it's easy for me to say now, I have been feeling this way for the last month. I probably should have said it earlier because now it just feels like I'm jumping on. But don't they give you kind of like 2019 Raptors vibes? Like it feels magical.
Yes. And if you take yourself back to 2019, during the championship games, we were, I don't know, there was like this quiet confidence, right? Where you just knew that we knew how to win. We knew how to come back. I kind of feel that way about the Jays.
It felt like the team was really tight and they all liked each other with the Raptors. You definitely get that vibe with the Jays. You keep hearing from Blue Jays reporters who are in the clubhouse every day, like, this is different. They've never covered a Jays team that's this close and genuinely likes each other. The Raptors in 2019 had Kawhi, who felt like the superhuman who could just do stuff. And you knew it would be okay because we have Kawhi.
Yeah.
Well, guess what Vladdy is doing? Guess what Springer is doing? They feel like these superhuman guys who are putting the team on their back and being like, yeah, I know the Dodgers have Shohei Ohtani. I know they have an amazing pitching staff, but we got Vladdy, we got Springer, we got guys that are doing it.
Look, I know I'm not supposed to jinx anything and all of that good stuff, but there is something about it that just it just feels right.
Yeah, there's that.
Feels like it's our time.
That je ne sais quoi, right?
Yeah.
And is it just us getting caught up in this, or is it real? I guess we'll find out. But what day is it? It's the Raptors season opener
Right.
tonight. It all comes back to the Raptors. Raptors and Hawks in Atlanta. Sportsnet and Sportsnet Plus. You can watch that at 7:30.
Let's go, Raptors.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Has it sunk in yet that the Toronto Blue Jays are going to the World Series? Did you always believe this day would come? Because it turns out you are not the only one who is passionate about this team. Yes, they are Canada's team, and the ratings are now in of just how many of us tuned in to watch Game 7 Monday night.
Come on.
That game delivered record-breaking viewership numbers on Sportsnet and Sportsnet Plus, reaching 11.8 million Canadians. Woo! That's a lot.
That's insane. That's like more than 1 in every 4.
Yeah, to put that in perspective, we have 40 million people in Canada. The last time we saw Canada united like this was back in 2015 when 5.1 million average viewers came in. This was during Game 6 of the ALCS. This was between the Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals. You remember that in 2015?
Of course, yeah.
But that was 5.1. This is 11.8. It didn't end there. Even after the game ended, 2.8 million stayed to watch the Blue Jays' victory celebrations. That's when we saw Vladdy crying, and he got crowned as the ALCS MVP. Sportsnet, by the way, will continue to provide wall-to-wall coverage of the World Series, beginning with Game 1 between the Blue Jays, the LA Dodgers. That's in Toronto this Friday, starting with the Blue Jays Central. That's at 6:30 Eastern on Sportsnet and Sportsnet Plus. First pitch is at 8 o'clock.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
this is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
When George Springer hit that 3-run home run that is now iconic, you may have noticed in the broadcast that it was caught by a guy who was so happy to have it. We've tracked down that guy. His name is Mike, and he lives right here in Toronto.
morning, Michael speaking.
Hey, Mike from Toronto. It's Pooja and Gurdeep from CHFI.
Pooja and Gurdeep, how are you guys?
Really good.
We're good.
We are talking to the gentleman who caught the George Springer 3-run home run, the iconic home run that is probably the second biggest play in Blue Jays history after the Joe Carter home run. Mike, how you feeling?
Still running hot.
I mean, I'm sure everyone is asking you about this. I've never met anyone who has caught the ball ever, period, let alone this ball. What are you hearing from people? What is the first thing people ask you?
How you held on to it.
Oh.
Seems to be a popular course of action.
Did you have a glove?
I brought a glove.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on fully in the moment. So the ball actually popped out of my glove, and I reached over the crowd with my bare hand and squeezed it out of. Oh, what a moment.
And honestly, I was watching, obviously, at home on TV, and you were quite prominent on the broadcast. They showed you several times, and I remember thinking at the moment, oh, man, that guy's going to be getting a lot of attention. And then here we are chatting with you. The home run ball, have you slept on it? Have you thought about what you're going to do with this? Because my mind immediately goes to, are you going to sell it for a pretty penny? Are you going to frame it? Is it going in your safety deposit box? Like, what's happening with the ball?
Well, I haven't slept on it. I've slept with it now for a second night.
Okay. Hope your partner's not jealous.
Just bedside, but in sight, in reach, and still no firm idea of where the ball's direction is.
Has anyone reached out to you and made you any offers? What's the best offer you've received for the ball so far?
There's been a couple of offers. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, you don't want to divulge? Come on, give us a ballpark, pun intended. We talking like over 1,000?
Yes.
Over 10,000?
Yes.
Over 10,000? over 20,000?
Yes.
Okay, are you kidding me?
Whoa. No wonder you're sleeping with it.
Did someone offer you $100,000?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What if someone offered you tickets to game 1, 2, 6, and 7? Would you trade the ball?
You can't do that because of the unknown.
Yeah, that's
true.
It's part of the gamble, my friend.
6 and 7. If 6 and 7 were a certainty, then I would certainly carry more weight.
Sounds like it's still sinking in for you. Like, I just describe the moment for me. So you catch the ball. What's the crowd like? Give me all the feelings.
Anticipation, jubilation, followed by the realization of my prophecy come fruition.
Wow, you're like a poet. Mike, congratulations on catching.
Maybe I should do everything this early.
Yeah, seriously, buddy. Shaking out the cobwebs, but you're still sharp. Mike, congratulations. What a moment. You are forever a part of what is, to this point, the second biggest home run in Blue Jays history. Every time we watch that for the rest of time, you will be in that video footage. So maybe that's the big win here. Congrats. By the way, when you do decide what you're doing with that ball, please let us know, because inquiring minds need to know.
I will be happy to spread the good words to our friends at CHFI. You guys have been my mom's favorite station for pushing 50 years now. All my rides to school in the morning, my mom would blast 98.1. Was a staple in my life, at least in the morning.
Thanks, buddy. We appreciate you, all right? Have a great day.
Thanks, guys. All the best.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Our friend Hazel from Sportsnet did a post talking about how everything right now since Game 7 on his feed on social media is Blue Jays.
Me too.
Same.
Everything.
And he's asking, how much of the Blue Jays have you consumed since Game 7? And I can't even, like, the algorithms now for me, like Christmas, Diwali, Halloween, they don't exist.
It's just
Jays. It's all Jays content.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't zoomed out and thought of it from that perspective, but you're right. Normally, we'd be getting lots of Halloween content. I didn't get any Diwali content on Monday. That's wild.
Because this is what we're clicking on. This is what we're consuming. Like, I just found out yesterday that George Springer has a stutter. And he does he does work with people who have a stutter, and really it's about normalizing conversations around it. And he's like a big ambassador for it.
If he wasn't already likable enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had no idea. And then I just feel like there is just so much love. Are you feeling it?
I'm absolutely feeling the love. One of the videos that popped up on my feed yesterday was someone set the George Springer's home run to like a symphony type score and made it all theatrical.
No way.
Yeah, and it's magical. I watched that like 18 times.
I just keep getting goosebumps and all the feels. And when I talk to people, like the small talk is no longer weather. It's all about the Jays, right?
So now you're good at small talk.
Well, yeah. Now I can actually talk about something that we're united in and I'm passionate about.
All we have to do is make a World Series, make a Stanley Cup final, make the NBA final, and you're good.
No biggie. And I will say you have actually also inspired me. So you went to Game 6. We were both invited.
Yeah.
We had the privilege of going to one of the games in the Rogers box.
Yes, so much fun.
I've never experienced a game
just
like that.
beside Ron McLean. I'm like, this is Ron McLean.
Yeah, that never happens. And we were given +1. So I brought my husband. You brought your nephew.
Yeah, my middle nephew Julian is such a big baseball fan. So he loved it. He sent me the nicest text the next day.
And then I read the text and I was brought to tears because he was basically saying this is life-changing for me. I've never experienced anything like this. Thank you so much. And it got me thinking, yes, I guess 32 years for a lot of our nieces and nephews, they don't know. They weren't born in the 90s. They have no idea what that time was like. I was a young kid, so I'm even, even my memory of it, I don't really remember it the way some of you who are listening right now remember it. So I was lucky enough to be invited to Game 2 on Saturday. Yes. A friend of ours has a box, and he's so kind, so generous, because everybody's knocking on that door.
Oh my God, the ticket resale prices are insanity right now.
And he thought of Paul and I, and he said, you guys, please come, send us the tickets. And I said to my husband, take our nephew.
Yes.
And he was like, what? Well, you don't want to go? And I was like, no, of course I want to go. But, after this happened with Gurdeep and his nephew, I really think this could be something really special for the both of you. And he's probably this is once in a lifetime.
How old's your nephew?
He's 24.
He's 24. Is he a Jays fan?
Yes.
Oh, that's okay.
He's a Toronto sports fan.
I mean, I think this is the move. This is very altruistic of you. And it's a beautiful move. And it's going to be a core memory between Paul and your nephew.
Yeah, but it's all because of you. So there you go.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
What do you got?
Okay, I got Blue Jays ticket prices. So this is a rare and magical time. You may have heard the Jays are going to the World Series for the first time in 32 years. And we have home field advantage because we had a better regular season record than our opponent, the LA Dodgers. So that means that 4 of the potential 7 games would be in Toronto, 1 and 2. And then if it goes to 6 and 7, those are in Toronto as well. All the face price tickets, the face value tickets, gone. You can only get tickets for the general public on resale. And resale is the Wild West. Pooch.
Oh, no.
Resale's crazy.
I'm afraid to ask. How much?
I took a peek this morning. The cheapest tickets available on Ticketmaster that I spotted for Game 1 were over $1,700 a ticket.
No.
Yeah, there are seats in the 500 level going for about over $2,000 a piece. Lower bowl tickets are listed at more than $8,000 a ticket.
No.
A friend of mine just bought tickets for Game 7. Obviously, if you don't get to Game 7, you get a refund. He bought 2 tickets in the 500s for Game 7 for a total of $5,000 for 2 tickets in the 500s.
Oh, dear.
This is the perfect opportunity to remind you, you can win tickets to Game 1 with us. Just text Jays and your full name to 981-981 when you hear the Let's Go Blue Jays sound effect. Pooja and I are going to be calling a winner Friday morning at 7 a.m.
Yeah, the more you enter, the better your chances of winning. If you're listening anyway, might as well listen for the sound effect. And at that time, text Jays plus your full name to 981-981. Okay,
what do you got?
Canadians really are very nice, but that's okay. This story actually warms my heart. It's going to warm yours as well. A bunch of Blue Jays fans have taken to Reddit to do something good for Seattle. This was after their season ended on Monday against the Blue Jays. They are the only team in all of baseball not to make the World Series, as you know.
Right.
You called them our expansion cousins.
Yeah, it's a term.
Yeah, I guess it's because they started the same year we
1977.
did. So Blue Jays fans felt bad, and they wanted to do something nice for Seattle by donating to the Seattle Children's Hospital.
Oh, that's great.
It's amazing. If you know Reddit, you know it's usually a place where people go to vent. It's usually filled with sometimes not so nice comments.
Sure.
No, not this time. This charitable gesture is catching on. One person wrote as part of their donation, "Thank you, Seattle, for an incredible ALCS. You are a worthy opponent and your time will come." Somebody else wrote, "Great series. You will be back and go farther soon." And then Mariner fans also joined the conversation saying it was a great series and that they're now rooting for the Jays.
Yes.
And then they made donations. It's amazing to see how many Americans are now behind the Jays. I don't know if this is because they love our team and what we're doing and how we're playing, or if it's because they don't like the LA Dodgers.
Well, it's the big bad LA Dodgers,
Yeah.
right? I think everyone wants to see them lose if you don't live in LA.
But just seeing these strangers connecting on opposing teams over a mutual, love of the game, but also giving back to the children's hospital.
Nice to see an instance of internet the good.
Yes.
Fraser Crane would be so proud.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
And just one more sleep until Game 1 of the World Series. And Hazel Mae, one of Canada's most recognizable sports broadcasters and a staple of Blue Jays coverage on Sportsnet, she's been covering baseball for more than 20 years. She's been lighting up our screens during this Blue Jays magical playoff run. And Hazel Mae joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. How are you?
We're so good, Hazel. It's so lovely to talk to you. Very quick story before the first question. I remember when I was new with a sports network that I used to work with, that we won't mention, I was covering the Jays, and I remember I was standing kind of like where they do batting practice, and you were there. I'm like, oh my God, it's Hazel Mae. And I didn't say anything because I was a little intimidated, and you came over, and you were like, hey, such a big fan, so nice to meet you. And I'm like, what? Hazel Mae?
Yes.
And I'm like, you were just so nice to me. And right away, I'm like, oh, Hazel's great.
Oh, my gosh. You are lovely. Thank you. And the only person that thinks I'm a big deal is my mother. So let's be honest here.
Hazel, I got to know, you are Canada's sweetheart. And how much do you spend on your dry cleaning bill every year? Please tell me Rogers covers it.
Yes, they do. And my dry cleaner just happens to be one of the biggest Blue Jays fan. So every time Vladdy has his way with the bucket at the end of the game, I walk in the door and she says, I was expecting you, with a big smile on her face.
I love that. So, we keep hearing about how close this team is. You're actually around the team. Is it true?
Yeah.
And what's the difference with this team compared to previous iterations?
You know what? It's absolutely true. And I know, and Gurdeep, you can, a lot of sports teams, they say, oh, we're so tight-knit. We love each other. These guys literally love each other. I mean, on off days, they spend time together. And it's not just, all the position players hanging out together and the pitchers hanging out together. They hang out, position players and pitchers together. And I'll give you a quick story. On the off day during the Pittsburgh-Miami road trip, Miles Straw had buddies of his drive his boat, or I guess put his boat on a trailer and drive it from Florida to meet Jeff Hoffman, Chris Bassett, and Ernie Clement. The four of them went snorkeling together in the Florida Keys during the off day. And Chris Bassett, if you guys remember, Chris Bassett was kind enough to give me that video, and we showed video of them on kind of this mini one-day vacation together. And when you walk in the clubhouse on a daily basis, they're playing cards, they're playing video games. I mean, these guys literally love each other. Their wives are close, their kids, they're all kind of in the same age range. So their kids hang out together and they play. So when I say they really are a tight-knit group, it is absolutely true. And, Pooja, you were saying, teams in the past, they're friendly and they like each other and they want to win. They've got a common goal. I don't think they necessarily hang out outside the field, but these guys do.
Pooja, you and I should really go boating together. It'll be good for our friendship.
And snorkeling.
Yeah, totally. Hazel, you have this amazing ability in these post-game interviews to make it not just about sports, but really show the human side of players. I was at the Game 2 of the ALCS, the Trey Savage game, and your interview with Trey Savage, I was with four of my buddies, and I started tearing up, and a tear started rolling down my cheek, and then I looked over at my buddies, and it was the same thing, because you started asking Trey about his family being there, and then Trey got emotional, and then I got and I don't think there was a dry eye in the house. Like, that is such a beautiful moment. Are you surprised with sort of these moments you've been such a big part of, some of them viral, Vladdy as well, tearing up after going to the World Series?
You know what? I don't know if I'm surprised, but what I do, in these big moments, these clinching games, these, huge individual and personal moments for the players, I try not to get into the nuts and bolts post-game. I try to ask them about, what they're thinking and how they were feeling in that moment. At the end of the day, they're human beings. You know, they've gone through a lot. You can only imagine how tough it was to get to this point in their careers. So I try to get that out of them. And whenever you talk about families and people that were important to them that helped them get to this point of their careers, you're always going to elicit some type of emotional response. And with Trey, having spoken to his family who made the trip to Rogers Center, I knew just how important that moment was for him. So I thought it was the perfect time for him in front of 42,000 plus fans to see what he wanted to say to his parents who were in the stand. And I think it was a very raw and emotional and genuine moment. And I know his parents appreciated, but man, all of us, we can all kind of relate to, you know, knowing that your folks are important people in your lives helped you along the way to get to your goal.
Well, Hazel, you do a fantastic job. I know it's Media Day. You got a lot on your plate today. Thank you for taking the time to join us on the Pooja and Gurdeep show, and keep up the great work.
You're a national treasure.
Thanks, guys. Gurdeep, you rock. I'll see you soon.
Love you. See you soon, Hazel.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
All right, so we got two stories you need to know. Pooja, what do you got?
All right, so many people are still trying to get tickets to go see the Jays game, and maybe you've given up. Maybe you're just like, listen, that's just a little too rich for me. I'm not going to do it. But there are a bunch of free watch parties happening around Toronto, so I'm just going to tell you about them. I said free, which I think is important.
Free's good.
Nathan Phillips Square, the city of Toronto, is going to host free World Series watch parties. This is for every Blue Jays home game, so fans can enjoy a giant screen, live music, Blue Jays trivia between innings as well.
Speaking my love languages.
There's something called Rendezvous. It's located at 229 Richmond Street.
Yep.
They're hosting two massive outdoor screenings for the first two home games
That's
as
a
well.
fun spot.
Cozy fire pits. There's a bar. There's lawn space to cheer on the Blue Jays, so there's room for a lot of people. Scotiabank Arena. So the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Toronto Raptors are adjusting their home game schedule so fans can follow the World Series immediately after the final buzzer. So following those games, it's going to be streamed live on the arena's video board.
I like that.
Me too.
Because you go see a game, you're paying for like a Leaf game or a Raptors game, whatever, but then you kind of get like a free fan experience to watch it with a bunch of Jays fans after.
Yes, and this is just Toronto. So, you know, the GTA, there's stuff happening all across. So in Mississauga, Celebration Square is going to have a watch party. Garden Square in Brampton, New Roads Performing Arts Center in Newmarket, and City Hall Square in Windsor, just to name a few. Lots of places. If you still want that feeling of being with fellow Jays fans, because there's nothing like it, right? When you're surrounded by other fans. Totally. This is your way to do it.
If I don't score tickets, I might join one of these watch parties. I'm still with the Blue Jays. It is World Series Media Day today, Pooj. So local, national, and international media are going to be descending upon Rogers Center today for Media Day. Strong contingent of Japanese media are going to be there, of course, because of Shohei Ohtani. This guy's a global superstar. It's going to be a bit of a circus. We should learn more, hopefully, in how the Jays plan on using Bo Bichette, our shortstop who's been injured since September 6th with a knee injury. He says he's ready to return, but there's lots of questions. It's a good problem to have. Do they put him back to his natural position of shortstop? It's probably hard on the body to play that. Right. They shift him over to second base, which might be a little less taxing. Does he become the designated hitter? And if so, what do you do with George Springer? Lots of questions. We'll hopefully get some answers today. Some U.S. media also making their predictions on the series, Pooj. 5 MLB writers from CBS were asked to make their predictions. All but one picked the Dodgers. Ugh. And Skip Bayless, a popular hot take commentator, he has a tweet that's gone viral. His tweet was this, quote, "Congrats to the Toronto Blue Jays for winning the right to lose the World Series to the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's been viewed over 1 million times."
Okay. You know what? I love it. Bring it on. This is motivation. We love this.
Bulletin board material.
Let's just be the underdogs. It's fine.
You got to play the games. Yeah, the Dodgers may be a better team on paper. It all comes down to which team can get hotter for the next 9 days. That's all it is, Pooj. It's 9 days of baseball.
This is bigger than baseball.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
2 balls and 2 strikes on it. Here's the pitch on the way. A swing and a belt. Left field. Way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
That was 32 years ago today. Joe Carter off Mitch Williams, 1 out, 3 runs, Bottom of the ninth, the Jays were trailing. It's just the second walk-off home run in World Series history, and it stands up as what has to be the greatest moment in Toronto sports history, full stop.
Yeah. I mean, unless there's something else coming, right?
I hope we top it.
Yeah, we hope. I know that I was a kid when we won this, but it was back-to-back World Series. And at the time, I don't think I fully appreciated how hard that is to do.
No.
And then as I was reliving this particular anniversary, do you remember that in 1994, there was a strike?
Of course, yeah.
So not that I don't know that there would have been a three-peat, but just that the fact that it was this team, right? And it was such a great team and the chemistry at that time. A lot of that is what we're hearing about the team now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that they just get along, that it's great. And you got to think Joe Carter is going to be one of the guys they'll have to come throw at the ceremonial first pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be tomorrow or Saturday because you want to do it when you're guaranteed a game. We don't necessarily know that it's going to get to 6 or 7 back in Toronto. So I think you got to bring Joe out, fly him in, have him throw at that first pitch, pump up the crowd.
Yes.
As we get into the game. That's Tom Cheek on the call. One of the greatest calls I can remember. Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Happy 32-year anniversary.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.